Hi guys! Welcome to another video with Yoseka. Today, we just finished filming the whole 2026 Hobonichi collection to show you guys all the things that are in this year's collection. So everything's like everywhere, but I thought I'd pull out some of the collaborations that Hobonichi did with different artists and studios and just give you like a closer look of what the illustrations look like or what the artwork looks like. I hope you guys enjoy a more detailed look into it, and I will also be showing some of the accessories that are also available. There is a couple that I'm looking at, but as you know, I don't really use Hobonichi, but I can use their covers. So anyways, yes, I think that the artwork this year is beautiful and amazing, and I think they did a really good job. So first off, we're gonna start off with Iyo Okumi. So here we have an A5 cover, an A6 cover, and a Weeks. And with each of the planner covers, there's a little card that kind of has like an illustration of something that relates to the planner, and then a little bit about the artist. As you can see, Iyo Okumi is an embroidery artist, an illustrator. They're very active in holding exhibitions, and most of their artwork involves like colored pencil, and they create simple and romantic artwork. So here we have, a lot of them also seem to have like animal related subjects. And so the cat, which I think is my favorite one. There's like a cat, a dog, and then there's also a bird right here. And then like a lot of floral designs. And you can see that it kind of imitates like embroidery, which actually I think it just might be like a scanned version of an artwork that they created. And also up here, you can see that it actually is like foily, like the silver foil along with like the year, 2026. And then on the back, it's like little threads. And then right here, Iyo Okumi. So there's that, and then obviously the inside is just like regular Weeks layout. So there's that. Then this one we have, I think it's a bear, monkey maybe, and then a bat, a horse. This like looks like a skeleton horse, and like for some reason this reminds me of like a ghost, but I don't know if it's actually a ghost. And then a crab with an envelope, and the bookmarks are they're actually so cute. It's like a little floral design as well, but they're both different. Sometimes I know that they have hidden designs in between the pockets, but I don't think this one has it. And then the back it has colored pencils. And then the A6, it's like horse and rabbit, I think, squirrel and bird. And that looks like a girl or a spider. I think it might be a girl. Bookmark is also a little bit different. It has like little tiny flowers string together. And in the back, it has a seashell and was it a clam? A clam. Yeah. So there's that. They look really, really cute all together. There we go. And then we can move on to the next one. I guess I should go pretty fast because there is quite a bit. Yeah, I really think that they hit with this year's collaborations. Okay, so this one is one of my favorites. It's by a studio named, Tolight. Right here, here's the card. So basically, it is a brand by designer Mei Oyama. The name combines the words try and light to express a desire to strive for brightness and always rise to a challenge. The brand releases new collections every season, each of which revolve around handmade drawings by the designer. Okay, so I just read off the little card, but I can also obviously show you what we have. And I also checked out their website. A lot of it is clothing and like interior like products and stuff, and I thought it was super, super pretty. And the designer also does work obviously outside of the brand. She participates in a lot of exhibitions, and I feel like her personal style is, it's also floral and like very big like flowers and paintings. Yeah, very, very cool. So you can definitely see it here. It's like a shiny texture. Yeah, it's a little bit like protruded, but in the pockets there's like little flowers, and it goes deeper than like the surface of the pocket. It goes like inside of it, which I think is a really nice touch. And then yellow green bookmark. And then the outside is also like fabric with also like laminated flowers. So there's that. A bigger version. Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes they do a little bit different from A6 to A5, but this one's exactly the same. And then the weeks, which, yeah, it's also kind of like shiny, different texture than the background. Here's this, and then the little card. Then yeah, I think it just has like a regular bookmark. So there's that. Oh, and then there's red foiling on the spine, which is really cool. So there's that. Okay, next we have, oh yeah, this is by Liberty Fabrics. So very floral design with like pink accents. And let me just read the card. Liberty Fabrics, they were founded in London in 1875, so a while ago. So they offer a lot of Eastern works of arts for sale, and then eventually became what is now the Liberty Department Store. They wanted to make the silk material popular and like bring it to a wider audience, so they developed their own like cotton material called Tana lawn. So they make a lot of textiles that feature intricate designs just like this one. So yeah, here's this, and I think it's like very precious colors. This one has gold accents, and then here's all of them together. The weeks cover, and then I think this is just leather inside. Yeah, and the gold accent looks really nice with it. So here's that. Yeah, they're like a fabric, like textile, like kind of company. I think it looks really good with Hobonichi. Okay, the next one we have, I would say, is definitely like a statement. It's by Makoto Matsubayashi. So they're an artist as well as a printmaker. They went to Sokai Academy of Fine Arts and Design and then began pursuing art in 1991. So here we are. It kind of reminds me of like spray paint almost, especially like this texture. It looks like the silver spray paint that I see a lot of street artists. I feel like I've seen people use this. Silver is very popular in the pocket. And then, okay, my favorite part about this one is that the bookmark has like a green accent, which I think it's I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it's super neon and very bright. It kind of reminds me of like a clover. And then the A5 is a bright neon pink one, which also has like the same design, but it's gridded. And here's the inside. And okay, and the bookmark is also pink, so it doesn't have like that cool green accent, but that's okay. And then here's the back in the pocket inside. And then the week's version is dots. But there's also, I don't know if you can see, a tiny also motif like with the A5 and A6. I think Matsubayashi has also like just participated in a lot of exhibitions all around the world, so very successful. I'm really curious as to who is going to get this bright neon pink one. I think it's really cool. Yeah, I would get this one. Honestly, I really like this little green, this pop of color. So there's those. I actually think a lot of people are gonna like this one, and I know that the accessories are super cute for this one too, which actually I will go get those right now. Okay, so yeah, this is I think a collaboration with the art studio called 100% Orange. When I looked at their website, I thought like squirrels were like a big like theme that they had going on, but I think it's special to this collab. Yeah, it's a duo consisting of Kenji Oikawa and Mayuko Taguchi. They do a lot of children's books, which you'll definitely get a sense of that through their artwork here, and comics, animations, and illustration. So here it is, and I think yes, you can see how cute everything is. The A5, A6 in the weeks. A5 background has a big illustration all together. And the little card has a little squirrel eating an acorn. The A6, just a bunch of squirrels on the cover. I mean, all of them have a bunch of squirrels, but they're all just like standing there menacingly. And the tiny ones right here, tiny ones right here. Both the bookmarks are like teardrop shaped. One's brown, one's white. And then this one I think is my favorite, but it's like a grid of a bunch of different squirrels. And some of them have like little props like umbrellas, suitcase, little, okay. Maybe it's like a cherry or fruit, not like a bomb. Yeah. And then the accessories, there's folder for A5. I think this is like a memo set, but the designs are right here. I think they're super, super cute. And A6, there's the Hobonichi papers, and it has little squirrels at the very bottom. It has this, which I think is similar to the panda one they had a while back. And then they have one more thing, which is, I know they have like a decoden. Not decoden, oh my gosh. Sorry, Deco Rush. Here it is. And it's just like, it's similar to the notebook where it's just like a line of different squirrels. So there's these. And then, okay, I know everyone's waiting for Tamagotchi, but I will just quickly show a familiar artist to everyone. This is by Yumi Kitagishi. And here is the little paper that it comes with. I'll quickly show. I think what I really like about this series, I forgot if last year had it, but these ones, the little pen holders are very, very cute pattern. I really like the red with this one. Here's A5, and then the weeks. And the spine is very cute. It has flowers and then like a pink foiling. So there's that. Okay, I actually really love this one. I think it's one of my favorites, honestly. So this collection is by an artist named Yuichi Inoue. Here's the card right here. And I would say that they are a calligrapher artist, and they've been also in many, many exhibitions. They studied under Sokyu Uda, and then they gained like international recognition. And so here are the pieces that are on the Hobonichi covers. So this one I believe is called Flower. Yeah, it's called Hana Flower. And it's very like, I can imagine like the brush strokes, like they're probably very like, you know, a huge canvas and very like loose. What I like about this is I think it's printed very well. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but this right here is not like a dirt speck. It's literally printed on. So I think they got like the brushstroke details very, very well. Like even here. This one's called Up, I think. Yeah, going up. And you can see like the splatters right here. They're just very, very tiny dots, but it adds so much to kind of like the detailing of the cover, even right here as well. Yeah, I really, really like that. Like the in-between strokes, it really looks exactly like ink. The printing is so, so precise. The inside is blue. And then here's the weeks. Wow, I'm like still reading the card. It says that he left behind over 3,000 works. Pretty cool. I think the A5 is my favorite because of the tiny little dots here. This one, I read a lot about this artist. This artwork is by Kyohei Sakaguchi. I think Hobonichi posted it. The process of them choosing the artwork that was going to be on the cover it seemed very tedious and very specific. They lined up like hundreds of artworks and then kind of kept narrowing it down from like, I don't know, like 300, 600 to like less 100 to like 60 to 30, you know, like lower and lower. Those are probably not the exact numbers, but it was cool seeing because they displayed all the artworks in front of them and then they kind of like chose like, I guess what would fit like the cover the most. And so after like it kind of got down to the tens, Hobonichi put them on the covers to see which one fit it best. So I thought that was really cool. And so I guess, I mean, they narrowed it down to this one. This photography piece. Sorry, not photography. It looks like photography. But this painting is really cool. And yeah, the little pen holder, or the pen holder has also the cloud painting on it. Here's the A6 and pocket, and then here's the one for the mix, which is like, I think the colors are really beautiful. It's like purples, pinks, and blues. So I know a lot of people are excited about Tamagotchi because maybe they played it when they're little, maybe they have it now. I guess people who don't know Tamagotchi, it's like a little virtual digital pet that you can take care of, and there's different eggs that you can hatch, and it will grow up to be one of these little characters, little animals here. And so, okay, I think the inside's really clever and cute, but these are the covers, and here's the weeks. It has like a stripe pattern with the little critters, the little Tamagotchi, Tamas, and it comes with this guy. Super cute. So for the inside, there's little hidden things in the pockets and on the side, which I think is really funny. And here's the little guy sleeping. So cute. It's like he's tucked in. And yeah, here's the two, A6, A5 weeks. And then there's also a Stoppo, Tamagotchi Stoppo that we have. Super cute. And then we also have, there's also some accessories that I might have missed because you just filmed a huge video showing all the different products ever. So everything's a little bit scattered all over the place. There are sticker flicks. It comes with one more. But here, I'll just quickly show you what's inside. Yeah, they're super cute. Angel, here they are. A tiny, tiny Tamagotchi sticker. So a variety of different ones. I think there's only like one of each. We have some sticky notes, folders. Here are the pencil boards. And then we also have the Deca Rush, which is just a bunch of different Tamagotchi. And then here, I think, is one of the best things. It's one of the push stamps. And here, I'll just show you the different designs. But I think it's called Pochito stamps. And here they are. Here is also my hand for comparison, but it's super, super, super tiny. So I think this is one of my favorite products. Okay, lastly, I wanted to show you, this is probably my second favorite cover, and the reason why I am not getting it is actually because it's for the 5-year diary, the 5-year planner. Unfortunately, I do not use 5-year, but I thought I would still show you guys because I'm really passionate about this one. This one is by Hiroko Kubota, and they have 2 journals, 2 notebooks. There's like iridescent foiling where the stars are. So it's like a little cat walking like a tightrope that is connected by stars, which I think is super cute. And then on the back, there's a fox also sitting there. Wow, how sweet is that? And then the city in the background. And then my favorite cover is this one right here. It's for the 5-year, but okay, the reason why I like it so much is because right here is like golden. It's like stamped or something. And then that back is what is the best part because it has giraffes, and giraffes are one of my favorite animals. So I was like, when I saw that, I was like, I really, really want this, but sadly it's for 5-year. But I really like it. I think you can see this one better, but yeah, it's shiny. It's shiny, yeah. And I don't know why the cat is putting salt in the ocean, but the cat is putting salt in the ocean. The bookmark is just little ribbon. The last thing I wanted to show you guys is the Yumi Kitagishi accessories that I forgot to show you in the beginning, but here I have them laid out and they're just some of my favorite ones. So there's the letter set, there's these stickies with different illustrations. There's also this pen, which I think is my favorite because it has a little cat with a tail on the top, and yeah. I think the click is also very satisfying. There's this bookmark right here, and then a folder that is like a little envelope also, and you can tie it with a ribbon. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it for what I wanted to show you guys. Just a little bit more close-up of some of the artists that Hobonichi worked with. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a little bit more detailed look into the different covers and stuff. Let me know which one's your favorite so far and which one you might end up getting. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!